what's up, everybody? Welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I'm Pete.
And we have a packed show for you today. We are going to be talking about the first issue of Amazing Spider-Man, One More Day. We're also going to be talking about the 50th issue of The Outsiders and one of the last issues of Why the Last Man.
Why the last issue?
But first, we wanted to address something that happened in the last episode.
I wasn't here.
Yeah,
That's not what we wanted to address.
Oh.
It's true, but you know. We did want to say, though, that we had challenged Erik from Indie Mogul to make a costume based on an animal that had been made before, but what?
Where are you at, Eric?
Where
are you
you
at,
at,
Indie
Eric?
Mogul?
No.
What's the deal?
Suckers, it's right here.
Oh, no!
Oh. And now you gotta wear it for the whole show.
Amazing!
You're Squirrel Master?
I have powers, like I love nuts.
Yeah, you kind of loved nuts before this.
That's true, that is true. I was always meant to be Squirrel Man. Squirrel Zam!
All right. So, Erik, how much did a costume like this? How much would a costume like this run me?
This cost me less than $50.
Seriously?
Wow,
That's awesome.
Those goggles are sweet.
And how long did it take you to make?
Took me probably about 4 hours, 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, it's great work, man. It
Yeah,
is.
Good
fantastic.
job. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for rising to the challenge.
Yeah.
And thank you for
Challenge us to
embarrassing
something.
Justin
Yeah, nice
as much as
work,
possible.
man. Awesome.
Yeah,
I have
challenge
to-
us to something, and we'll take you down.
All right. Until next time. Enjoy the show. Enjoy the costume.
Thanks a lot, man.
Bye.
I have to fight crime.
This is going to be very hard to do this show today without laughing. All
Don't commit any
right.
crimes.
Let's
Don't
move on
commit
to
any
comic
crimes.
books. First thing we're going to talk about is Amazing Spider-Man 544. This is the first issue of One More Day,
One More Day.
by JMS and Joe Quesada. How'd you guys feel about this issue? Is this live up to the hype?
Not yet.
Certainly not yet.
No.
Said the giant talking squirrel.
Yeah, I was like, okay, well, it's setting it up. It's definitely a one issue.
Yeah. I really wanted to sink my teeth into it.
You're too.
But
Would you say that you were nuts about it?
Yeah.
Or was it quite a tale?
Oh, boo.
That was too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just, it was kind of boring. It didn't really get, it's been an extension of this series. You can't take me seriously? You're all acting so squirrely around me. Just relax and let's do the show.
It's just, this is such a treat.
Oh, man.
So One More Day, very sad. Enough, like, come on. It's very sad. No, it was really sad.
It's
is not
worse.
less
It's
ridiculous.
worse.
Just a little bit. I can see better. And Joe Q's art is a little, his faces look
Yeah,
this
Aunt
horribly
May
distorted.
looked really
Yeah, we were
weird
talking
in
about this before. He has a very distinct style, a very exaggerated style, and I think it works wonderfully for the superhero stuff. Works really, really well when Peter Parker's in costume. Not so much when he's out of it. It's very exaggerated and very weird.
Yeah.
And it's a little off-putting. I mean, I
Yeah.
still liked it. It's interesting to look at, but it's not my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah, totally. He's been in a lot of practice, with all that editing he's been doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
snap.
I did do like when Peter Parker punched Iron Man in the face with Iron Man had his mask on. I was like, why would he do that? That just hurts.
As it is, it walks this weird line, I think, between actually working well as a solid, complete issue, while nothing really necessarily happens.
Yeah.
I feel like it's strange because a lot of stuff does happen, but it doesn't really feel like a lot happens.
And I like, though, they make Iron Man look like a dick once again.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
then he
that's
kind
smart
of,
to do.
well, yeah, he kind of comes out of it at the end, which is nice. Finally, you get to see.
Yeah,
him.
he's like, you know what? I am being kind of a douchebag. Maybe
Yeah.
I should help him out. I do love how they have him sitting in front of like a million screens. Like that's what he does.
How does he watch all that TV?
Yeah. How do you watch more than 3 or 1? I don't know.
And where do those cameras
I don't know,
focus
I
on?
have like 4 TVs at home.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So
I'm just
you're
watching,
kind of like
Food
Iron Man.
Network and like General Hospital. That's
This
it.
is
That's
4 different
that's
TVs.
quite a life.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really busy, you guys.
Yeah, totally.
It's the most interesting thing I thought about it is all of the speculation about One More Day was on MJ, and there
Yeah.
was going to be him and MJ breaking up,
Yeah.
and it really seems like it's only on Aunt May.
Well, here's what I think it's going to be. He's going to have to sacrifice his relationship with Mary Jane to somehow save Aunt May.
Yeah.
Whether
Or-
it's like some kind, he keeps saying deal with the devil as if he's going to go to Mephisto, I don't know, and go down there and make some trade. Like, I'll give up the one thing that makes me happy.
Yeah.
But he is kind of.
Did you dribble on your scrolling?
He is always like running away and leaving MJ to deal with this while he has some scheme that he's going to try to get money or whatever. And I feel like that's really setting up for the breakup.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing to mention, I did watch Benjamin. Thanks for posting on YouTube about the Spider-Man books. So definitely I know you posted about the 3 issues that came out before One More Day. So definitely let us know what you think about One More Day itself as well, because our opinions are the least important.
Oh God!
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I barely even listen.
Let's move on. Talk about the 50th and basically last issue of Outsiders. Justin, or Squirrel Man, should I say?
Let me go back into my.
Oh God! This is a
crime
bad idea.
when we handle this.
Damn you, indie mogul!
You're a big fan of the Outsiders. How'd you feel about this issue?
Well, I thought that it was a bit foolish. They actually, I can't talk about
that. Was the foolish.
They do a lot of very. Matches Malone is in this, it's Batman's like kind of criminal alter ego.
Matches Malone.
And he looks like Batman when except he has a mustache. And then in this, he's usually like the one who's in the gritty, like at the docks, like talking to like criminal sailors. But in this, he's like, I'm also friends with superheroes and villains.
It's one of those conceits in comic books where you're like, oh, nobody can recognize that Clark Kent is Superman because he's wearing glasses, right? In the same way, oh, nobody knows that it's billionaire Bruce Wayne that everybody knows because he's wearing a little mustache.
Plus, it's like a squiggle mustache. It's like a cartoon mustache.
Yeah, I kind of want to imagine everybody talking to Matches though, like, oh, okay, Matches. I'm sorry, Mr. Wayne.
Yeah. Here's a big secret about crime.
I don't know.
Also, they set up a lot of same as Civil War stuff in the DC universe.
Art-turned pages with your
I can't. It's my weakness. I'll never read again. Curse this body.
I was like, oh, when I read, and they named that guy Carface instead of Scarface.
Well, I like when they don't. Oh, is that the reference?
Yeah.
I like when they name characters different names rather than like. See, I figured it out. I conquered one of my weaknesses.
Yeah. That's great. That's that's the squirrel way.
Yeah. that is the squirrel way. They set up a bunch of like Marvel stuff with the Marvel's done with Civil War with like, oh, everyone hates superheroes now. We need to band together and like find a way to win back the public's trust.
Yeah, Batman did a nice little recap there of everything.
Of the Civil War basically, which I think DC, come on, you're supposed to make yourself different.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels. I don't quite understand where this is going yet. This kind of feels like the pilot episode for Batman and the Outsiders, which is what the title is relaunching as next issue. And if this was a pilot on television, I wouldn't necessarily want to watch the next issue.
Wow.
Watch the next issue. I really mixed my metaphor nicely there. That's great.
Also, the big reveal at the end is that Catwoman's on the new Outsiders team, which they've already given away with the promotional poster. So it's like, why did I waste my time? I could have saved a life.
Nice.
Says the squirrel.
All right, when we come back from the break, we are going to talk about the latest and, as we mentioned, one of the last issues of Why the Last Man. We're also going to do one of your viewer mails and a couple of fun surprises for you guys, so stay tuned.
More surprises?
Fun surprises?
Today's Liberals are scrubbed, sanitised, maybe even a little bit uptight. While I want all my men to be environmentally conscious, I would just never a hippie.
You ever seen Chippendale Rescue Rangers? I love that show.
All right, welcome back to the show. We are going to talk about this is the third to last, is that how you refer to it, issue of Why the Last Man. This series is wrapping up in a big way, you guys.
Yeah, totally. Oh, we should say before we get into this, we're going to spoil the end of this.
Wow.
Yeah.
So buckle up.
So zip forward like 3 minutes if you don't want Why the Last Man.
Not too much further, because we might say something awesome.
And hilarious. Also, he's dressed in a squirrel costume. So. Bing! This issue was fantastic. This whole series was fantastic. I know you guys make fun of me for crying at comic books sometimes.
He did it again.
I did it again.
In a Starbucks.
I was sitting in a Starbucks and I was like, I can't cry. I'm in a Starbucks. No, they'll see me.
I like how the fact that you're into Starbucks makes you not want to cry.
If I was in my apartment, I would have been bawling like Baby Pete.
Oh,
wow.
Like Baby Pete.
I disagree with you.
You disagree that I cried at this book?
No, I disagree with you that the issue was amazing. I'm all about it. I've loved this, but with the last page, I was pissed.
So in the end, to say it, I love spoiling stuff. 355, after her and York declare their love for each other, she gets killed And the last
Shot
panel,
in the
Not,
head.
shot in
not
the
just
head.
like, oh, shot, and maybe she's fine the next issue. It's like point blank, dies, pool of blood,
Yeah.
dead.
Gross.
Point blank, it was a sniper across the.
Yeah, sniper.
All right.
Anyway,
I'm sorry,
And
I don't play with guns.
well, you should.
They thought, don't. I'll have to stop it.
Says
All
the
right.
squirrel master.
Squirrel Master. Very sad. I was very frustrated though because I can't believe they would say I wanted them to be
get
together. The
yeah,
whole
absolutely.
series has been set up for this moment.
And that's what I think is amazing about it, actually, because this is the last couple of issues, and I have no idea how
I
this
have
is
no.
meant.
I don't
Yeah.
want him to get
Brian-
back together with Beth. I'll tell you that
Brian
much right
Vaughn
now.
has said that he's known where the series is going, known what the last scene of the series is, pretty much since the beginning.
Yeah.
So clearly he's heading somewhere, and he's put it in a realm where absolutely anything can happen in
Right.
these last
Like the
two
next two
issues.
issues are a real mystery.
One little last thing to mention is on the cover you have 355 going like this. And I read it at the beginning. I was like, "Oh, cool." She's like, 2 issues left, you guys." But
But
you
instead,
guys.
she's
like,
like,
peace.
peace out, like
Yeah.
this.
Oh man, Squirrel Master. Yeah.
Squirrel Master,
Yeah, she's
come
like-
to me, my
she's like-
pretties.
She's like, peace. I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very, very sad issue. Excellent series. Definitely pick it up in trades if you're
Yeah.
not, and pick up these last couple issues because amazing run.
It's great, yeah.
All right.
So
on
the
with
mailbag time. Yeah.
Hold on, before we get there, I just want to say we got a little response from Nomadic last time,
Oh, yeah,
last show when
yeah.
I wasn't here. You guys
Yes.
talked about manga or manga, which I pronounce mange. And you guys were talking.
Is that in the squirrel world?
That's it's in the squirrel world.
okay.
Japanese art is known as mange.
Okay.
So some guy wrote in and made a little homage to Alex.
What?
Alex is crying. He was talking about how manga characters sometimes have a little tear. And
Yeah, yeah.
Big eyes.
Big
Yeah.
eyes. So a
remember
gentleman
that.
named Nomadic made this little homage to Alex. How did it feel when you?
Awesome. I mean, I'm totally flattered. It's amazing. If anybody else wants to send in an original art that they've created of me, they're more than welcome.
Or us.
Or
Doesn't matter
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
Anybody.
There's
other
other
just
people
Alex.
on the show.
Like
too.
I just feel like I'm the most interesting.
I mean,
Oh,
he's
oh.
my muse as well.
I'm gonna
guys,
shave
so-
off my sideburns.
Do you know what's
Maybe someone
amazing
will-
about this costume is you're not even making regular gestures. You're like, I mean, it's mine.
I'm really taken to it. I hate to say.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So thank you so much, Nomadic, and I'll do a drawing of you, I guess. It's in the back. I don't
wow.
know.
That's
We'll see.
weird.
Can you
It's
do
getting
that?
creepy.
No, it's going to look like a big stick figure. So
Yeah.
enjoy. And I think we also have a viewer mail.
Yes.
Right, Pete?
All right. Here we go. Viewer mail. Sean was nice enough to write in, so this is what he said. He said, "Hello, Pulp Secret." Hello, Sean. He's completely new to the comic book world, and he has no idea where to begin. He was wondering if maybe we could give him some pointers, or whether he should go to a store and look for a #1 issue, or whether it'd be better to just jump in on any kind of later issue, what kind of comic Sean should pick. And he says he really likes the show.
Always end
Well,
with a
we
compliment.
like you, Sean.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. I would say that the best thing to do, I think, is definitely go to the store and pick
The first thing you want to do is go to a place where they have comic
Comic
books.
Get off your couch, all right? Get out in the world.
They're not gonna
Experience
come to you.
something.
Yeah.
That's
And,
5 years off. 5 years from now, comic books will be coming to you.
But
Under
I
the
would,
feet.
I would agree with what he's saying. You don't need to pick up a #1 issue. You don't have to.
In
pick
fact,
up
don't
a
because most #1 issues blow.
Unless
Unless you
I don't
go
know
back
about that statement. I
Look,
don't know.
ones that come out now, it's like one. They just put one so it'll sell.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
don't believe that. I think there
You're
are
very naive.
#1 issues coming out all the time that are quality, Sean.
Yeah.
Okay?
That being said, I mean, I think there's a couple of different things that you can usually start with, and it really depends on what you like in general, what genre you
Yeah.
like, because
Marvel has a nice little recap, so you can start anywhere.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think there's Nicole Boos, who's one of the editors of Marvel. She actually has a blog going on at marvel.com where she recommends things for new readers. So definitely go to marvel.com, go to blogs, check out Nicole Boos's blog. That's a great place to start to get some recommendations there. If you do like anime or manga or your latest manga, interested at all, or let's say you like video games, for example, something I recommend to a lot of people is Scott Pilgrim. It's a graphic novel series. It's very funny, really, really well done. Scott Pilgrim, check that out. What do you recommend to people, Justin?
If you're looking for, if you're a superhero fan, just go and see. I mean, you must know heroes that you've seen on movies, or rather. Go pick up an issue of one of them, and a lot of the issues will say if they're starting a new arc or something for you to jump on, will say great jumping on point on the cover, so you can just dive right in there.
Yeah.
And if it's a #1 issue, you'll definitely be at the beginning, so that's something.
What I say more than anything else is don't be afraid. A lot of people are actually pretty afraid of going up and talking to the guys who work at comic book stores.
Yeah, they're not like snobs. They're like, oh, get out
Well,
of here.
they're snobs, but they're the right kind of snobs because they don't get any incentive to be like, oh, you got to buy Aquaman or whatever.
Don't buy Aquaman.
There's no
don't buy
commission, so they're
Aquaman.
not going to sell you.
What they want to do is they want you to love comic books and buy more comic books, so they're going to recommend good stuff to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So talk to them.
I usually say to people who are starting off, like a good book to pick up is Mouse Guard, just because it's not real comic booky, but it's nice. The artwork's really great, and it kind of gets you into it.
Yeah. I would recommend Squirrel Guard. It's another great jumping on issue. Really interesting stuff.
All right.
Acorns.
Also, Hack Slash.
A lot of acorns.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Thanks for throwing that out. So if you like Hack Slash or Squirrel Guard or any of those books, definitely let us know by calling 213-291-1883 or emailing us at tips@pulpsecret.com. You can also upload your own reviews and comments, and we'll put them in the show. Just put them on YouTube as a video response or submit your video on our website at pulpsecret.com. As you've seen, we will definitely respond to them. Another way of getting them known, we are going to be trying out a new show, which is basically like the last part of the show. It's a mailbag show. You guys like the letters page in a comic book? Kind of be like that. So what we're asking you guys to do, you've been sending in your questions. That's awesome. That's great. Send in even more of them. And what we're going to do for you guys is 5 lucky people that we respond to their questions on the show are going to
Heroes.
Yes, heroes,
5 heroes,
if you will. 5 beautiful heroes. We'll get a copy of this really cool collection that was just released by Fox Atomic called Nightmare Factory. It's very fun, very good, perfect for the Halloween lovers in your family.
Oh, wow.
Of which there should be many.
All right, so send us in your responses and questions, and until next time.
And if you have a great title for the mailbag show, much as a lot of the comic books
that's a good
put
point.
out a call to title the letters page, if you have a title for our show, give us your ideas, and we may use one of them.
I would like to suggest Letters to Squirrel Man.
Yeah.
That's
Or
Squirrel
Man-
Master.
Yeah, Squirrel
All right.
Master learns to
Until
read.
next time, we're the Stack. We'll see you guys.
I'll see you on the streets.
Oh, boy.
I'm nuts about fighting crime.